could do that. Or I could just have started right now. Because I like doing my surprise cold opens. Welcome back to Valheim and Chill, though. We are finally back in Valheim. Welcome to Season 2 of Valheim and Chill. 3, 2, 1.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of issues. Ah, shit. Welcome back anyway. Fuck.
You know, when you first said hello, it reminded me of Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
You know, the
Jesus
little
Christ.
child echo?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
But,
Is it
where's the way out?
you're looking for?
Alright, so Abe.
Yeah.
You said you're going to be tearing down this, shack, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the shack's coming down.
Okay, so first, we need some stuff.
Yes. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we are. And,
Come with me.
that should fix it. There we are.
You finally got out of the tunnel he was in.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on.
I was driving through a tunnel.
All right.
I'm carrying
I need those.
too
I need those back. Please don't put things away. I need that back. Can you give me the iron and the wood that you just took?
There it is. I got you.
Thank you. Because I went and stopped and picked something up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It do be like that.
Oh, god damn it. I need a forge in order to put down the other things. Which is stone, coal, and copper. Well, I got us a workbench. For now. I guess I'll have to pick up some more iron back at the old base for now. But come check this out.
All right, that's gonna help. That's gonna help a lot. So
Not only that,
what I'm
but
thinking,
these big old chests.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, I am in these big chests. At least in one of them, I'm going to put the stuff that was specifically for the crafting benches that are right here.
Yeah, good.
Because I do not want to lose that stuff. Hang on. How much fine wood is for a portal?
Are you calling for me?
See.
It's in the box.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of space with it.
Well, that next to her water bowl, he's got trash.
Okay. Now the question is, do I want to leave portal stuff here so that I can transport things better? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay. So, now I have a relatively clean inventory. I've also got a portal here set up for us so that if we do go exploring somewhere, we can always portal back to home if we choose to explore. But for right now, I've got a setup with a very, very minor things. Next time we come in, I will make sure to grab the forge materials so that we can have a forge setup. But for today, I figure tanning rack, chopping block, and a workbench will get us started.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
We're gonna need to bring over a lot of building materials. But what I'm thinking is we tear down this and all the other little fucking shacks. If we're really in love with them, we can rebuild them like in the tree line or something. And then up here on the top of the hill, a big mead hall. And at the base of the hill, an earthworks similar to the one we had before, with a moat around that. But the important thing is that we build the big, massive mead hall first, not the wall and the moat. Because once we build the wall and the moat, we are limited by space.
Indeed. We are going to be. We should probably earthenworks out what space we want for the mead hall, and maybe do wood planking, like wood skeletizing of it before we commit to the stone. One, because we don't have the stone cutter here, and two, so we can get a rough idea of the sizing we want prior to stoning it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you.
This wood stack. Yeah. You do know how to quickly and easily demolish structures. Yeah, Jacob.
Are we going? I was gonna start clearing trees and rocks and shit.
No,
Cool.
you're more than welcome to do that. I just wanted to make sure you knew how to demolish rather than just breaking stuff.
Yeah, it's take hammer, press 2, mouse 2.
Middle mouse click, but yeah. Also
Is it-
looks like we're having to get another workbench over here, but that's not a problem. Workbenches are not something we lack in this area. The one tool I did kind of forget to bring over.
Oh,
I forgot
Who?
to bring.
who ripped off the front door for the little storage stack?
Not me, but we can make it again. Easy.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, we have tons of wood at this point. We should probably also make beds.
Yes.
We also might want to just make a tiny little bed shack besides the storage shed. Okay, no. I was worried that you'd broken a berry bush, but then I remembered there was these 4 over here.
I have broken no berry bushes.
I know, like I
Yeah.
said, I forgot that there was, like, the 4 over here, so I saw those 2, thinking there was more. I'm like, who broke a berry bush? But no, it was just over. Okay. No, I shouldn't pose that question here now, should I? The one I posed to you just before starting?
Which question?
The one I literally posed to you right before we started.
About intros?
No. There's the picture I posted.
Picture you posted. Just did I see it?
I don't know. I posted it like after I asked you the question.
I don't even remember what question you said. You
We
what
talked.
in stream planning?
Oh, no, I posted in your Hangout because.
Oh, well, thank you. All right. Oh, that question.
You blanked on that question. Hey, you need to check your goddamn memory.
It's okay.
Because I literally asked you that before we started.
You're absolutely right. You did, but it wasn't like. I'm sorry, that wasn't a life or death question.
Okay, and none of my questions have
Oh,
been
I
life or
didn't.
death.
Well, I didn't file that in long-term memory. Okay.
You barely filed
Can I
that in
get-
short-term memory.
Storage chests. What are we doing with that?
As of
I
right
have
now,
one.
the storage chest. There are two bigger chests that I've got. The right one is the. Well, that one's food right now, but yeah, the right one is going to be more for storage. We're just going to be building small chests as well. If you have a whole bunch of wood, though, the best way to deal with it, if you have stacks of it, is to build the wood piles.
Really?
Yeah. For now. For now.
All right. Where's our landscaping tool?
That's the thing I was saying I forgot to bring.
Okay, what do we need to make a landscaping tool?
What was it? Was the hoe, right?
Yes.
Wood and stone.
Rock and stone. Now wood and stone.
Rockin' stove.
The
Uh,
bone.
we do have pickaxes if you need that. But otherwise, yeah. I am going to be building wood piles off to the side.
Am I blind? Where the fuck is it?
Remember, it's alphabetical.
No, it's not. There it is. Okay. All right, let's see. And now I have. Oh. Ah, shit.
Oh, that's something I should make. The fires. Crafting. I need wood.
The fire crafting.
Yes. Hang on. Let me move the fire.
This man must move fire. So I had a little bit of a strange dream on Monday.
Uh-huh.
Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah.
I was wandering around the city of Rome, admiring the ruins and the aqueducts. You know, I've never been to Rome, so I haven't actually seen this with my own eyes, but I dreamed that I was there doing these things. 30 minutes after I woke up on Monday, I found out the Pope had died.
You killed the Pope in your dream.
No, I don't think so, because, like, I thought about that for a moment, but, like, the Pope had died hours and hours before I had my dream. Like, I had that dream right before I woke up.
Well, I mean,
So I don't know.
didn't JD Vance kill the Queen and the Pope by touching them?
Yeah, this little baby face, baby hand looking motherfucker.
I mean, that's actually a valid conspiracy theory right now. Because I do believe... Oh, no. I guess it's one cooking thing per fire now. Maybe? Nope, I managed to get 2 on there. Ha ha! I could have sworn. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. But yeah, you dreamed of the Pope. The Pope dies.
I wasn't thinking about the Pope. I wasn't dreaming. I was dreaming about Rome. The place the Pope lives.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of religious things, I have a question for you, Abe.
Oh,
At what age or what age range is a bris carried out?
you mean in Judaism?
Yes.
Like cutting off the foreskin?
Yes.
8 days old.
8 days old. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any Jewish rites or ceremonies that are had up to the age of 2?
Up to the age of 2. I mean, none outside like fucking apart from the Moyle showing up, taking his tip, right? Taking just the tip. Apart from that, I mean, I suppose on Shabbat you have the parents blessing their kids, and like all the holiday stuff, but no rite of passage, and coming of age stuff at 2 years old. No.
Up to the age of 2. Any,
Up
as in
to-
from the birth to age of 2.
Well, it would be the snip snip. It would be
Yeah,
snip
just
snip.
snip snip.
And if there's an adoption, like if 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 you have 2 parents, one of whom is Jewish, the other of whom is not, right? Then, well, if your mother's Jewish, there doesn't need to be any sort of formal adoption. However, if your mother is not Jewish, then there has to be a formal adoption, for whatever reason. But apart from that, no.
Hmm.
No, not really. Why do you ask?
I have a friend who is Jewish and just had a kid.
Oh, congrats to them.
Yes, it's not the ones you think. Although they also just had a kid.
The ones I'm thinking of had a kid like
A year ago.
over a year ago.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
aware. I'm aware.
Old news.
I mean, technically, yes. As the first birthday is coming up for them and whatnot. My friends, they literally had. It's like I have 2 friends that both had kids around the same time. They're both Jewish. Anyways.
What's the problem with that?
No, there's no problem with that. It's just it gets a little confusing when I'm talking to other people. Oh yeah, I have a friend who have a kid. Yes, we know. We just saw them. No, different friend.
I have more than one friend. What?
Um,
What kind
no
of psycho are
way.
you?
Yeah. No,
What the fuck?
The point of that questioning is the first birthday for his kid is coming up, and I got in a conversation with a mutual friend of mine. Like the 3 of us have known each other for over 20 years. He's the guy whose wedding I attended, and I had no pants.
That's right, the pencil sweating.
Yeah, still hilarious in hindsight, but at
Nice.
the time absolutely mortifying. So his son is we're coming up on his first birthday. I can't remember if his birthday's technically already passed, but the first birthday party's coming up. Happy birthday to you.
Okay. All right, cool. I thought there was more to the story.
There is. I
But-
was wondering how long you'd notice that I just cut off coughing mid-sentence and stopped moving. Anyways, I was talking to my buddy because we're both, looking at gifts and whatnot. And we were wondering if there was any, like, religious thing or any... Because he got too many gifts. Too many gifts. Too many gifts.
gifts.
And we were trying to figure out when a good time to give the excess gifts would be. And we, trying to think of like, okay, well, I mean, we know of Hanukkah. Both of us, by the way, Christian. I grew up Catholic. He not
Chanukah.
Catholic, but still. It was some other form of Christianity. Not the point of the story. We didn't know Jewish holidays, and our third friend who has the kid, has decided to embrace Judaism now that he is a family man a little more and raise the kid Jewish.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. We just couldn't think of gift-giving holidays other than Hanukkah, or if there was like
Okay.
any other rite of passages between
Gift giving
1 and 2.
gift giving holidays. Hanukkah, of course. Purim is a good time to give gifts, although that's
We've already
come and
passed
gone.
that, yeah.
Sometimes there's some gift giving on Passover, but that's not the main focus of Passover by any stretch of the imagination.
Passover, that's soon, isn't it? Because isn't it usually around Easter, or am I completely
It
wrong?
passed over. It already happened.
Yeah,
You
so
missed
that
it.
unfortunately we've missed that too. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I said, I'm trying to think of gift-giving Jewish holidays between now and Hanukkah.
No.
Yeah.
Basically, no. Yeah. Sorry. You done. Just give him a gift for the sake of giving a gift.
You done
Like in a
goofed,
month
son.
or two, give him a gift.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not
Be
mine.
like, hey, I
I'll
got a gift.
I mean, I told him to just save it for Hanukkah, which is probably what he's going to do. But
No,
at the
I mean,
same,
also,
I may
the
just tell him
kid
to
is
give the gift because gift.
the kid is not yet sentient. All right, so I wouldn't worry about it. That kid is not remembering anything about these times except whose face is a face to be recognized, and that's just about it, really. I'll be right back.
And then I was alone.
You're never truly alone. Shredded.
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. It's like, um,
Catch.
when you're in a forest, you're never truly alone. There are trees.
You did not try hard enough.
I know. I messed up the quote. I know I messed up the quote.
If you're in a forest all alone and you make, or if a tree in the middle of the forest falls, does anybody hear it? Or does it make a sound?
But that's also a different quote than I was doing, though.
Here, anybody want cheese? Here, touch. It's all so easy.
Right through my hands, right through my hands.
So I give you my cheese back.
Cheese tex, cheese tex.
Okay, I found it. I found it. If there are trees, you aren't alone. I can't tell if this is supposed to be encouragement or an ominous warning. That's entirely up to the trees.
The pasta in there. I mean, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
I believe you.
I have no idea what's
You
going on,
obviously
folks.
don't. You questioned it.
We should never
I
question
was
anything.
processing in my brain.
He was not used to seeing me use the green colander. I usually use the. I don't want.
The green colander, but it's not Tuesday.
It's not a colander.
Well, what is it then?
It's a cauliflower.
A strainer.
I mean, strainers and colanders are roughly the same thing.
But colander is metal and mesh.
No, I have a plastic colander.
But mesh.
It's just a kitchen utensil with perforated holes. It doesn't have to be any
No.
particular kind of material.
No, colander, strainer, different.
I mean, I do kind of agree with you, but colanders can be plastic.
I mean, yes, but typically they are not.
So a colander is usually a larger bowl-shaped utensil with big holes at the bottom. It's meant for, yeah, pasta or putting in like lettuce or whatever to wash things. Strainers have are bowl-shaped with a fine mesh. Like you'd use a strainer to sift flour and the like.
Yeah.
Oh, so what my wife has been calling a colander for the longest time is not a colander. It is a strainer.
It
It's a
doesn't.
cauliflower.
Does it have very
Mm.
fine mesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's got very fine mesh, then it would be a strainer. Strainers, I would say, tend to be metal, whereas colanders can be any material so long as they are holes. So I guess if you think about it, uh, a strainer is a colander, but not all colanders are strainers.
Yes. It's like squares and rectangles.
Like how all these squares make a circle.
And why is that one green?
Why is that one green?
So speaking of Devil Artemis, again, there's some tangents here today. Although technically that cell was not voiced by Devil Artemis, Devil Artemis simply has done a Splinter channel that is absolutely hilarious, called Cell Versus. Anyways, I've recently discovered a new YouTube video by Moro called Indie Cross. It features a bunch of indie protagonists all meeting each other and being hounded by strange robots that seem to be affecting reality. And Devil
Right.
Artemis voices Shovel Knight from the second episode on. There's only 2 episodes, but he's voicing Shovel Knight from now on. It started off as a truly indie
Yeah.
production, but in the year since it started, I guess due to the popularity of it, it's gained a higher production value, more voice actors, more animators, more everything, which I think is fantastic. Highly recommend that video. It is, again, called Indie Cross by Moro. I'm actually going to pull up the channel so that I can link that in our Discord. You have to follow us and go to our Discord in order to see anything that I link. Shameless self-plug.
Good. We grow.
There is no shame in the shameless self-plug.
Right? Absolutely none. Come join our Discord. Come talk to me in the Discord. I have been told I should
Talk
interact
to
with the
me.
Discord more often.
Yeah. Will he interact with the Discord? You too can be let down by his lack of interactions if you join the Discord.
Right? I'm going to put a new text.
Who knows? I might even interact. It's within the realm of possibility. You never know. The only way you'll find out is if you join our Discord.
I'll shit on you horribly without mercy.
Yeah, he's got a problem. He's got a problem with his digestion, really bad.
It's
I
true.
do.
He can't help it.
I've created
can't
a
help
new.
it,
I've
but shit
created a
with no
new
mercy.
channel in the Discord called Stuff from Stream. It's where I'll put stuff from the stream.
Wow.
All the rocks must be removed. No rock.
No rock.
Like no Russian, but not that bad.
No rockin'. So, this is a bit of weird gaming news, right? So, like a couple of days ago, I don't know how closely y'all have heard about this or been following it, but a couple of days ago, a leak for a remastered version of Oblivion was released, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion Remastered has since been released.
Yes. And
That's
apparently it is
like
just as
that.
broken as it always was because Bethesda wanted players not to have a fully fixed remaster, but instead to enjoy the game as it always was. To which
Yeah, and
the fans went,
I
"Yeah!"
respect that. I actually respect that.
Yeah, they just made it look pretty and optimized it slightly, but otherwise left in all the jank. To which I go, yeah, that's
Yeah.
our game. That's our game.
I never played Oblivion. I must admit, never played Oblivion. But like, I can tell. I can tell. Just by hearing everybody react and get all excited for it, that this was a labor of love, a real passion type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, at least in the regards of cleaning it up and making it look pretty.
It looks pretty.
It is. I'll be completely honest. It is a shameless cash grab, but at the same time, they did it in a wholesome way that I can
Yeah,
respect.
And I still find it to be a better cash grab than the Skyrim ports.
Oh God, yeah. Skyrim is just that poor working game has been pimped out from
I killed a Grey Dwarf with a
Morrowind
falling
to
tree.
Hammerfell. You know what I mean?
I just turned a Grey Dwarf into timber by yelling timber.
So what you're saying is you killed a gray dwarf with your long, hard shaft, right?
By molly-whopping him right in the face.
Oh wow.
It was a beach.
It was a beach.
Abe, look at the stream.
I have to look at things?
Yes.
Ha, yeah. It's a beach.
It was a beach.
It was a beach.
Why am I so proud of that stupid joke?
It's pretty funny. I can't lie. That's pretty good.
And meanwhile, Abe is slow clapping on the stream.
What else do you expect me to do? Come on, man. You literally set yourself up to be slow clapped.
I'm fine with this. I don't care if we don't have any viewers right now. We're having fun.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
I thought this was just a means to make sure that we played together at least once a week.
I mean, it is in a certain respect.
But in another respect, give us money, internet.
Yeah, so we can we need an audience so that we can hire an editor who lives in Canada and speaks only in passive aggressive neutral tones at all of us and threatens us on a daily basis.
I'm fine with everything but the threats.
That was strikingly specific.
Yes. Did I not? Oh, maybe I only told Abe.
We need to support. We need to support Canada. All right, I like Canada. I've been to Canada. It's a great country, full of decent people who are a little unhinged.
Especially in Quebec.
Especially in Quebec. I mean, they speak French. It's insane. If you speak French, odds are you're a little fucking crazy. But the important thing, French aside, Canada has been a good stand-up neighbor. I like Canada.
Yeah,
And
they've also treated the Geneva Conventions as the Geneva checklist.
the Geneva suggestions.
well,
No, the
still.
Geneva checklist.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a crime to ride a moose into battle yet, but I think that it'll become a crime at some point.
Well, I mean, it'll only become a crime.
My pickaxe is broken.
Well, and depending on what kind of pickaxe, you might not be able to repair it.
I have a pickaxe for you. Where are you?
I'm at my coordinates on the map.
Thanks. I'm going to run to one of you.
Hello.
Hint, it's the one not in the forest.
It's the one
Oh,
with his
shit.
name.
The other thing
There you
about
go.
Canada is Canada's the only country to have burned down our White House.
Yeah.
Um,
To be fair, We fucking deserved it.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, we kind of still deserve it right now.
Yeah.
Canada, please come down and burn our White House.
Hopefully, with all of its occupants inside.
Well, okay,
Not the
look,
dogs. Not the dogs.
I'm not saying that I want Canada to come burn down the White House. I'm not. Because that would be fucking insane. But if they did burn down the White House, I'd understand. And I wouldn't hold it against them long term. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we could finally build a bigger, better, whiter house.
Abe, why the fuck are you talking like that, by the way?
I bit my tongue. Thank you for asking.
Oh.
Eating
Harder
spaghetti.
next time.
Fuck you. You don't like this? You don't like the way I sound? Is that it?
I don't like the way you fuck, yes.
Wow. Fuck you. That's, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going back into my cave. Fuck off. Now you get to hear the echoes of me eating spaghetti.
I want
I
you.
like,
I want you to slurp as loud as you can one noodle while in the echo chamber.
I need you to get closer to the mic. I can't hear.
I mean, he had a good banana noise though.
What?
Banana.
You've never heard of the term banana noise? It's the noise you make when eating a banana.
What? I've never
All right.
heard that before.
I'm coming back up. All right, here we go. I'm back.
The children, they yearn for the mines.
They yearn for the mines.
You know, I've heard that the Minecraft movie is actually not bad.
I've
I
heard.
keep hearing that it's bad, and I'm like, I
No.
don't care if it's bad. It's got Jack Black in it. It has
Jack-
to be
Jack
good.
Black,
Black apparently-
saves it.
Yeah, he carries the entire movie.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
he's
heard?
Jack Black.
You know how I heard about the Minecraft movie? Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
You know, I just think of Steve's Lava Chicken.
What?
You know how every movie Jack Black's been in right now has a Jack Black song?
I mean, that's part of his contract, right?
Yeah, hang on. I don't care if this gets fucking demonetized. I've got to play it.
Oh no. Oh.
We're not monetized either way.
But we can never monetize this particular episode.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna have to watch the stream to hear it because I can't play it through Discord, but it should show up on the stream.
How the fuck does that work?
Because it's getting my desktop audio.
Okay.
You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? I did, and you're about to find out. Uh-oh. You hear that? That's the sound of sizzling. Mm-hmm. Smell that smell. La 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 lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a stack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
And that was the Lava
Jesus
Chicken song.
Christ. That's great. I genuinely enjoyed that. Genuinely. That brought a smile to my face. God bless Jack Buck. Fun fact.
Indeed.
He recorded a Passover song. Um, and it is of course an absolute banger. His rendition of it is an absolute banger. I'll have to find it later and share it on the Discord. So join the Discord. But yeah, no, great guy, great music, quality human being.
Minus the one semi-debatable thing that happened semi-recently.
Oh,
The kerfuffle he had with uh oh god, why am I blanking on his
His
name?
co-singer in
Yeah,
Tenacious D.
mm.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
there's a bit of I don't know the full drama behind it. There is unfortunately some drama behind it, which is why I'm saying that's like the only thing. It's like I get it. He was trying to distance himself from a potentially harmful um state of being, but he could have handled it a lot better. I think his knee-jerk reaction was a little too harsh. Um but yeah, I mean I think we're all prone to doing that. I hope that they have since made up. I hope that they continue to work together. I hope that they continue as friends because you should not necessarily be held fully accountable for saying something bad in a passionate moment and regretting it and saying sorry later.
okay, yeah, I get that. I
I
get that sentiment.
Yeah, I certainly hope that like why am I messing on his name? The guy who apparently said his partner who hoped that the guy didn't miss.
Yeah.
I'm being intentionally vague. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you could look it up, but I'm also not specifically referencing it on purpose. I'm not yelling at either YouTube. I'm yelling at the non-Twitch people. Or the YouTube,
Non-Twitch people.
the YouTube viewers we may or may not have at a later date.
Mm.
Because we do get some YouTube. Oh my god, Jesus. We do get YouTube viewers from time to time, actually,
That's true.
and
We do.
sometimes they talk.
Sometimes. Okay. Hmm.
Wait. What? No. I'm gonna share this to the Discord, gentlemen. You need to see this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Nice.
I mean,
That's pretty
impressive.
cool, though.
It's impressive as hell. But
I like that.
what? Okay, for those who can't see, who haven't joined the Discord yet, join the Discord. It is a post of a retro, I mean, like really retro television set. Oh, it's a fucking Hitachi. Oh, that's even more hilarious. Oh god, we cannot escape Hitachis and bad dragons. It's an old Hitachi television that has that's the Windows XP screensaver, not screensaver, login screen, right? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, that's the login screen.
But for specifically for Windows XP, right?
Yeah.
Because I recognize having seen that a lot, and I feel like that came very specifically from one version of Windows.
All right. Connor, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah.
To me.
I mean, I'm coming. Oh, you were the guy with the blue, not the guy with the lamp.
Yeah, I'm the guy holding the hoe. All right.
Lamp.
I just saw
Lamp.
blue light and lamp light.
So we got a big hill here, and then we got this nice, gentle path going up said hill. Ba 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 ba. And then voila, meat hall on this big platform. We have a few other smaller buildings scattered about the lower parts of the hillock as well. So boom. What do you think?
I like it, and we could make the pathway stone.
Yes, yes, we can, and I will do that. I didn't want to.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck! I almost sneezed.
I hate that's like the worst.
I was trying to hold the sneeze until I could turn on the cave sound effect, but then my sneeze died, which is a little disappointing. Fuck off. Anyway, but yeah, no. I wanted to get the a path laid out so I knew what it would look like before I turned it into stone. And we need a stone cutter to actually make it a paved road too.
Yeah,
So
I do still want to do a transport stream. I may just do it on a Saturday where I log in to go back and forth and bring stuff. I don't necessarily think I'm going to plan. If I do that, I might not plan for you guys to be there necessarily, because it'll be hard to coordinate loading in and loading out of the same files. You'd be welcome to come in and pop in and keep me company and talk while I pass stuff around, of course. Yeah, I might just do that like this Saturday. And then we could like switch to other games while streaming because fun.
all right. Tune in Saturday to find out.
Yeah, I need to actually, you know what? Hey Google, set a reminder for Saturday at 12:30 to stream Valheim at 1 p.m.
Setting reminder on Google.
I mean, I know you just did that, but I actually do have a notification for at 12:30 to start streaming Valheim at 1 p.m. So I do kind of like those kind of notifications.
Abe.
What?
That was great, by the way. I was very confused why Siri sounded different. Connor, if we ever get money from this shit, you need to pay for Nitro for Abe. That has to be a thing that happens.
Man.
That's good.
How much is Nitro?
Like, you think I'm kidding?
No! How much is
dead-ass.
Nitro?
no idea.
I'm asking.
I have no idea. I've never seriously thought about Nitro before.
You know, because I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? For both you guys and the viewers,
It's $3 a month.
Yeah. So once we get
For basic.
get to affiliate, we can actually have subscribers. Subscribers can actually pay us monthly. They have a monthly. I don't know how much we get if we get anything. I know we get something.
Super Nitro is $10.
What the fuck is in Super
I don't
Nitro?
know. I don't know. There's basic Nitro and then there's Nitro. I have no idea what the fucking difference is.
The point I'm making is, if we hit affiliate and everybody scream. No. If anyone subscribes, one person, if we get one subscriber, I will immediately funnel that money into Abe having Nitro. Just the basic. If we get more subscribers, every other subscriber after that will go to either Jacob or I having Nitro. It'll be, depending on how many subscribers we get at once, I either will raffle it off for that, because I'm sure the subscribers will come dripping in and not all at once. We'll set a raffle for who gets Nitro first. I'll probably give it to Jacob first, because I get the feeling he'll get more out of the voice boxes and whatnot than I will, considering I'm the cameraman. But still, if we get
That
to
sounds pretty cool.
10 subscribers, 10 subscribers, I will
10, wow.
hire an editor and use the subscriber money to pay them.
Wow. Wow.
I'm pissing.
Owen Wilson, wow. And he's pissing. He's so excited he's pissing. Wow.
Oh man,
Wow.
he's pissing his pants.
He's pissing. Hi, I'm pissing.
All right.
Hi,
Abe,
pissing, I'm dad.
we should
Yeah.
have a decent amount of wood.
Mhm.
Would you like to start blocking out your idea of a meat hall?
I mean, I guess.
Because, like I said, putting down like spacers to make sure you've got the appropriate space for what you want to do, I think would be a good idea.
Couldn't hurt.
I know.
I mean, like, the problem is everything is sized different based on building material. To an
I mean,
extent.
To an extent, yes, but say a 1x1 stone wall still has like the same proportions. A 2x2 stone floor is the same as a 2x2 wood floor.
Okay.
Because you can see if you hammer it and go between them, you can see that they have the same footprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
I dislike that
Yeah.
the black marble floor is just called black marble floor instead of black marble floor 2x2. I think they did adjust some things recently in order to make sure that that was all copacetic.
All
Have you
copacetic.
guys seen that? Do you guys know that one guy? He does the videos of like, this is this dog, and this is how it reacts to an intruder.
Yes.
I love that guy. He's very funny. I like the gold. I think it's a golden. He's like the golden retriever's reaction to an intruder, and it's like, "Oh my god, a person! You're here! This is great! I'm gonna pee!" What? No, don't pee! I pee!
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jacob loves his pee.
He loves pee. It's his turn on. What can I say?
Oh,
He likes pee.
Connor, have I told you where I used to work before I work now? Where I work now?
That's a urinal.
Yeah, the urinal cake facility.
Yeah.
Close, but no. I worked at IKEA for a long time.
Urinal cake facility.
I'm pretty sure they do sell urinal cakes somewhere.
Considering the vast warehouse that is IKEA, they do. And one of my favorite, it's not an SCP. I don't think it's an SCP actually. It's something very
It is.
close.
No, it's an SCP. You're absolutely correct.
I could have sworn the Infinite IKEA was not specifically an SCP, but something very similar
It is
to
an SCP.
Oh.
No, it is an SCP. There is a page where it's just an IKEA that you believe should be there, and you enter, and it's just you can't get back out.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
SCP
filled
3000 in
other
8-bit.
survivors and faceless IKEA employees trying to kill you.
Oh wait, no. One, two, three, four.
Pause, traveler. You are welcome to the last and most lawless of the 10 worlds. In Valheim,
What?
the air is pure, the water deep and clear, and the forests overflowing with bounty. Here
What
is
the
adventure, joy, and glory for the taking.
He's reading. He's reading one of the crows.
No, I'm reading one of the
But what the
plinths.
fuck was it? Oh.
Oh.
Never mind then.
But they did say you are welcome, not you are welcome.
Welcome.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, are we absolutely
Three.
sure that's not where the word came from?
Welcome?
Like, do you think maybe it was two words, and then English being English was like, we're gonna make this one word now.
You know?
Because it's
No!
become
It comes from Old English word willkomma, meaning a desired guest.
a desired guest.
Yes. Which
Huh.
actually would probably also come from the Germanic origin of willkommen.
The original meaning is actually whale semen. Did you know that?
No, that's a dork.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right.
Bienvenue, yeah. Welcome versus welcome.
So get over here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, welcome is just a misspelling of welcome with one. So, yeah, because the origin is from willkommen and willkommen and so on and so forth.
Okay. So the mead hall, right?
Mhm.
It's where we're gonna keep food, beer, booze, and probably sleeping stuff as well. There'll be like a big fire in the middle.
Cook hall, eat hall, keep the still in the basement. Got it.
Yeah. And it'll be like 2 stories, I'm thinking, in a sort of yeah, it'll be 2 stories with that sort of slanted roof type thing. Maybe some side windows poking out of the slanted roof. And then where this storage shack is now, we can have a little smithy. And then next to it, where it's a little bit lower, we can have a animal pen of some sort.
What about a storehouse? Because we're gonna definitely need a storehouse for all of the shit.
Storehouse. I can raise the ground over here a little bit, and we can make a small condensed storehouse using the ultra chests to conserve room. And we don't need to store things like basic wood, basic stone, any of that, because quite frankly, we can just fucking get it whenever. That's not a big deal.
Okay, hang on.
All we
hold
really
on,
need to
hold
store
on,
are
hold
more
on.
exotic shit.
Where did you say
And-
where did you say the animal pen was gonna be?
Okay. Did I say animal pen? I did,
beast
didn't
here.
I? Okay, so down here,
Okay.
animal pen here, smithy here,
Here, yeah. What if?
right?
What
And
if
we can keep metals and shit in the smithy.
What if we turned this area right here into the storehouse?
This area here into the storehouse.
No, like right where I am, right here. This section right.
How big do you want it? How big do you want it?
How much wood do I got?
Also, I've been trying to preserve these berry bushes because I know you two have an obsession with preserving these berry bushes.
Yeah.
Well, it's free food.
Yeah, free food.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. What about this site?
Honor, you've made a square.
I am aware I've made a square. It's a storehouse.
Okay. It will be a square.
I don't see a reason for our storehouse not to be a shit building. Just literally.
Because we want it to not look shit?
No.
You want our base to not look like garbage?
Okay, so when I say a shit building, I don't mean a shit building. I mean, I don't see any reason why our storehouse needs to be super duper fancy. It just needs to be, I get in here and then I have, I'm in through the door and then just.
Right.
I mean, we could make it longer on one side versus the other, sure. I just meant, relatively small footprint here. Specifically for the storing of goods. I'm not talking something extravagant. We definitely have the space to go which way am I looking? North. We have the space to go east. We can't go south. And we can't go west, even though that's
Why can't we go south?
The fucking berry bushes.
The
Always
berry.
preserve the berry bushes. It sucks that you can't plant berry bushes.
Yeah, I would like to reposition these berry bushes.
All right. Okay. Now, come on top of the hill real quick. Get over here. All right. Now, question for you, Connor. Because you did a lot of farming, and I never really did any. This big field to the north-ish of us, northwest of us, right?
Yeah.
Is there a reason we can't plant our crops out there, outside of our eventual defenses?
I mean, we'd probably want to put a smallish fence around it just so that they don't come and smack it, but no, not really.
So random enemies will just run up and smack our crops.
Yes, we've seen it happen.
Okay, it's been a hot minute. Okay. All right. Would like a little fucking Hold on. Would something like this do the trick?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Because I mean, honestly, we would just need to like do that and maybe a couple of the wood spikies around one side, and that's it. We don't need to do the crazy defenses that we have for when invasions happen.
Okay. All right. I can see everything in my mind's eye. It's all coming together. We got a field of carrots, a field of onions, a field of barley.
Turnips.
Wait, can we grow barley here or not?
No, that's only in the plains.
Gross.
I know.
You can't warp reality, can you? To make like 11 by 11 area into plains.
I could. I'm not going to.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. Have it your way. But
as I have stated
That's-
previously, and I will continue to state, I have only ever used God mode for one thing, and that was purely because the game fucked us.
that's true. But yeah, we got a number of farms out there. And then we got a big ditch. And then we got a big stone wall at the base of this hill that goes all the way around the hill. We're gonna have to chop down like all the trees to the east southeast and do a bit of terraforming over there. And then boom, it's gonna look real good. This is I'm already patting myself on the back. God damn.
Yeah. I have been tempted to do God mode for us to just create for a while. But
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's as fun.
Right.
Um huh. Okay. I have good news.
Good news.
Do you want to know what is right next to our base?
Eikthyr.
Is like the right next to our base?
I thought it was.
I think you might be right. But yeah, no, there's a dark forest with a copper vein, like right where I am, which is a stone's throw
Hey.
from our base. And here's some blueberries.
Hey,
This
that's
world is
great.
turning out even more perfect than we thought.
This is Jizz, right?
No.
No, this is WoW.
Yeah, this is Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Are you getting the copper or?
No, because I have no
no.
means of repairing my pickaxe, and we also don't have forges.
I mean, this is true. I don't have either of those things, and I've used my pickaxe and almost Abe's pickaxe.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather keep my pickaxe for if you need more stone, which is actually a useful thing. And before I go transporting, I'm going to grab both pickaxes so I can repair everything. I am
Can
going
I
to
give
put...
you pickaxes?
I mean, put them in one of the chests.
Actually, can I go? Oh, my axe is broken. Fuck. Well, I'm going to make a flint axe. This is going to be fun.
For chopping wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flint's by the water.
No, I gathered a bunch. There should
It's
be, yeah, there's 17 here.
yeah. Flint's down by the river.
Yeah, where the van is.
Yeah. Lives in a van down by the river.
You
Ow,
know,
somebody smack my ass? Don't smack my ass! Get the fuck out of here!
that I might look to see if I can find a mod for a van model that we could just stick down by the river.
Actually,
You could do that.
do you want? I kind of want a pickaxe. I want to go kill Ike here and make a pickaxe.
Okay. If you're going to fight Eikthyr, we have to do it on camera. You have to be naked and punch it to death.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no.
We will allow food for this battle. I know Spooky would say no food, but we'll allow food.
That sounds pretty.
Did I break up, or is Abe doing a thing?
I think he's doing it.
What?
He's doing a thing.
Hello?
Oh,
Hall.
Huh? What? Let me turn this off on.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Hello?
There he is.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what you did, but that was not as comical as the others.
Nah, it's cycled out. It cycled out the cave. The cave cycled out and was replaced with something called deep fried. It's not that good.
ow. My shin.
My shin.
I have
Zoink
found
scoop my shin.
a goddamn troll cave.
Not a blessed troll cave. A damn troll
I'm
cave.
gonna go fight it.
It's gonna go
Yep,
fight this
get
cave.
naked. You have to get naked. Fists only.
Yeah, fits only.
No, it's a troll cave.
When in
fronting
doubt,
on him.
whip him out.
I'm fronting on this troll.
I don't know what the smithy's gonna look like yet, but I've got the bead hall in my mind's eye, so that's good. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
He's pissing.
Jacob's favorite activity.
I did front on the troll pretty hard. Aw, it'd be great if there was like a silver necklace in here. I don't have any room in my inventory? I don't need dandelions. I got us some treasure, guys.
What kind?
23 coins, some amber pearls, a couple of rubies.
Isn't that only good for selling for money?
I mean, yeah. Well, maybe. I know the silver necklaces were used for something. I think... Damn it. Here we are. There was a treasure chest we could make. Hang on, let me look at it. Treasure chest, personal chest, black metal chest. What happened to the treasure chest? I swear it was here. Miscellaneous? Ah, yeah, miscellaneous treasure chest. Takes coins, rubies, silver necklace, fine wood, and silver. I do want to make a treasure chest. Apparently, the treasure chest is just decoration, though, which is kind of silly, but at the same time, kind of want to do it to say we've done it.
It will look bleak as fuck.
Yeah. And it's a tangible reward for stuff that we've done. I am sorely tempted.
I was muted.
Wow, that was not great. I am sorely tempted to God vision the world again. Not to see the sights, but to see the biome layout.
Oh, come on.
I said sorely tempted.
This
I'm not
is-
going to do it
don't-
yet.
Don't tempt me, Frodo. I would use God mode vision out of a desire to do good. But through me, I would learn secrets too great and terrible to imagine.
Yeah, like what Abe looks like in his underwear.
Yeah, that shit's scary. That shit's real scary. Ooh.
What the heck was I saying? I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Ugh! My brain is tired. Fuck.
Why are you so tired?
I don't know. I feel like I slept decently last night.
Never can tell.
Well, problem is, I also went to bed early last night, and then I did kind of toss and turn. Like, I went to bed early. I missed the game night that we usually do because I was just tired. And I tried to sleep, and I think I ended up tossing and turning till close to 11 p.m. And then I woke up around 5. And it was just like one of those days where I really wish I could have slept in later. But as they say, get the fuck up and go to work and earn your living. America is, despite land of the free, pay to win economy. I didn't sign up for this whole life thing.
Yeah, that bit ain't fair, is it?
Yeah. I demand a refund. I want to sue God.
I want to sue God. Well, good luck with that.
I
I'm gonna
think
sue God and anime.
the power. Well, I mean, Catholics still have the power of God and anime on their side.
Isn't that a trip?
No, only anime right now. They don't get the power of God back until they elect a new pope.
Yeah, they're direct.
It's up to Voldemort and his buddies to figure that one out.
I had heard that one of the most likely candidates is first ever Black Pope.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
I would very much enjoy first ever Black Pope.
It would be pretty cool.
You know what else I would enjoy that we haven't had? Is first ever America's Pope. And I don't mean necessarily United States. I mean a Pope from the Americas. Could be North, could
The
be
previous
South.
pope.
No, that was Francis.
Francis was from
He was from South
Argentina.
America.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was Argentina. Gosh darn it. I guess we already had it.
Yeah, so got him.
Yeah.
Got
yeah,
him.
It's fair. It's
Rest
fair.
in peace, Francis.
Indeed.
I liked Francis. I'm not Catholic, but liked Francis. Francis was a cool dude. He was a Jesuit.
Yeah. Francis gave me more faith in Catholicism than I've had since the death of John Paul.
No, Paul's still alive.
No, John Paul. Pope John Paul.
No.
Right.
John was very much
Right.
not religious. Yeah.
Popes.
Paul's alive. John's dead. George is dead. Ringo's alive.
John Paul II. It was John Paul II. He was the Pope for most of my, for most of my youth. All the way up till I was like about 17. And his death was kind of like my breaking of Catholicism.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is John Paul the one I'm thinking of?
No.
Ah. Which one are you thinking of? Are you thinking of Pope Benedict Palpatine?
You know, I'm not thinking of John Paul II. Gosh. Hold on. I'm looking up. I gotta go through the popes. Gotta go through the recent popes. Popes in order. Okay, it must have been Benedict. I must be thinking of Benedict. Pope Benedict the 16th. Yeah, that's
Pope
yeah.
Palpatine. Lizard
Pope
Pope
Palpatine.
too. He was also the Lizard Pope when his frill went out. The Jurassic Pope.
He Yeah, fun fact about Pope Benedict the 16th, he was conscripted into the Hitler Youth in 1941. Apparently, he didn't like the Nazis, and his family didn't like the Nazis.
But but you kind of couldn't say no to them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say no to the Nazis. But yeah, no, when he was a kid, he was, even though he didn't like them, he was in the Hitler Youth. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
I mean, if you had said Hitler Youth Pope, I would have told you it was Benedict.
If you had said, I didn't want to just come out and say Hitler Youth, you know? I wanted to confirm, okay, I'm thinking of I don't want to just accuse a pope of being in the Hitler Youth, right? I need to know who I'm talking about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've actually talked about that
And John Paul,
here at some point.
John Paul had, before he became John Paul, had a Polish sounding name. So definitely not him. Definitely not him.
Yeah,
No.
no. John Paul had a different problem, and he was the end of his term was also kind of why I broke away from Catholicism, because
Do tell.
Pope,
Spill the tea.
Pope John Paul was the hey, let's take these priests that are touching boys and go shuffle them
Oh,
around.
he was the shuffling pope.
Yeah, every day I'm
Oh,
shuffling.
fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck you, John Paul. Gross. That's some gross shit.
Well, see, and that's like the one problem with him. He had a lot of positive stuff to him. I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn that he was the Pope that said scriptures could be read or sermons could be read in non-Latin. I could be wrong about that. That may have been an earlier Pope. Maybe John Paul the First.
Wait, sermons can be read in Latin?
So for the
Not
longest,
Latin.
yeah, for the longest time,
Oh, okay.
sermons
because
were read in Latin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
heard you say he said that sermons can be read in Latin. I'm like, weren't they already read in Latin?
not Latin.
But no, opening up the so that the common person can understand what is being said to them, because most people do not speak Latin. Fun fact. In case you've been in a coma for the last 2,000 years, most people do not speak Latin anymore. At least not fluently.
Okay, so it started in yeah, this is wild. It started in after the 8th century, particularly in the 9th century, when the church moved away from exclusively using classical Latin and adopted simplified. They adopted a different form of Latin. However, it was in 1965-ish when the Vatican Council kind of made it ratified that it could be in the vernacular.
Right.
So there was some practices to do it, but it became like official in 1965, which is still before my time. But for some reason, I just remember it as suddenly I could understand it when I went to church.
Suddenly. One day you woke up and instead of hearing bibbidi bobbidi boop, Domine sacrame te duos requiescat in pace. You actually heard and then Jesus said, "Suck on my toes." And his disciples bowed down and sucked on his little toes. Slurped them up. You finally understand that that's what they were saying the whole time. Kind of changes the whole vibe, though, to be honest.
It really does.
Yeah.
I only really know what 4 words in Latin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which 4 words?
Sol, Roma, Invicta, and Dance Volt. That's 5. Sorry, my
That's
bad.
5.
Well, what about Domine?
What about
Nope.
Carthago delenda est?
What about Veni Vidi Vici?
What about
You know what? I have heard that
Requiescat
one.
in pace? Requiescat in pace.
Which one is that the rest in peace? Isn't that
That's
essentially what that
ripperoni and pepperoni, yeah.
is? Rip, rip one out for the boys.
Salute, amici. Comodo tu te abes.
Is that
Which means,
Latin
hello, my
or is
friends.
that
That's
Italian?
Latin. That's Latin. It means, hello, my friends. How are you, singular friend, doing? Habitasne in urbe? Do you live in the city? Suddenly, my fucking, my, suddenly all of the Latin course that, frickin', evil green owl app, what's it called?
Duolingo.
I'm not
Duolingo.
wanting to give it a name.
Suddenly, all the Latin I learned on Duolingo is starting to come back to me. Weenum, wine. That's a fun word. That's a good one. Oh, in the Vino Veritas, the truth is in the vine, which means when somebody's drunk, they tend to say whatever is on their mind. Honestly,
Yeah, lowers inhibitions.
yeah.
For example, when I'm drunk, I will debate the sentience and sapience of my cat.
And that's yeah.
I now have a spear.
Yeah, let's go.
And you can
Let's
throw it. I
go.
can throw the spear.
Yes.
Am I tripping?
I am now Unga Bunga. I have become Unga Bunga.
Oh, here's a Latin word for you. Student means they study. Studeo means I study. It's conjugation. But that's where study comes from. The word study comes from Latin. Eh.
I'm going to kill a deer by throwing a spear at the deer.
In the rear.
Hit it in the butt.
Abe had it better.
Are you near?
Pierce! Pierce! Beers! Pierce!
Not
Cheers,
piss, beer.
Pierce! Beers for Pierce! Cheers! Or
I
some
hope you
comedian did
miss.
that. I've missed already, yeah. I threw and I missed.
Fired. Ow, and I missed.
I found another village site though.
Does it have a lot of berry bushes in it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It also has. I just killed a boar with bees.
Really?
You almost killed me.
Me?
Also, you're not hitting the stumps,
No.
you bitch.
I found a beehive in the village I'm in. The boar was coming after me. It got too close to the beehive. The bees attacked the boar and killed it.
Yeah.
So bees killed the boar?
Fuck bees.
Fuck
Not
bees.
the bees. I still have never seen that movie. I found a one-star
Stop.
Oh,
boar.
with frickin' Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets the bees on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, not the bees! That's literally all I know of that movie.
Do you? Okay, for whatever reason, this has come into my mind. You know the movie Hook, right, with Robin Williams?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know the pirate that got put in the boo box?
I don't remember the movie that well.
So, I mean, in the movie, there was a pirate, and there was a boo box, which I guess had a lot of scorpions, and it was very, like, it was bugs and a really enclosed space.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a punishment box, the boo box. Um, Hang on, before I continue. I'm getting skeletoned. Okay. Spawn. There we are. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna post in stream chat. Well, it's stuff for stream. I'm gonna post a picture of the pirate, the boo box pirate.
And I will look at it in a moment or two.
Oh,
That's
Jacob, if you know what I'm going to say, don't say it.
I
But
don't know what you're gonna say.
Okay, but you see that pirate, yeah? Do you remember that
Yes.
pirate from the movie?
No.
Doesn't look familiar to you at all?
he
Um,
does look familiar.
Yes, it's
No.
It is who you're thinking it is. I can't think of his name though. I'm blanking. I'm being a dumb.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's not who you think it is.
Who is it?
Glenn
it?
Close.
What?
Glenn Close.
The actress Glenn Close played the pirate that got stuffed in the boo box.
The actress Glenn Close.
Yep.
Makeup did a good job.
Yep.
Never would have guessed.
No. It now and I'm leading this into it for a very good reason because cameos today I think are kind of stupid, right? And I know it's been remarked on by other people, but people think a cameo is where an actor says, "Oh, and in this movie as a cameo, we've got this one actor who's playing a side character who's in there for a whole bunch of times and is featured in the artwork and in the promotional material with a cameo by blah." It's like, no, that is a guest star or that is a supporting actor. That's not a goddamn fucking cameo. Glenn Close playing this pirate who's on screen for less than a minute and shoved into the boo box. That's a fucking cameo. You don't notice they're there. They're on very briefly, and they're gone.
Who's that guy who played James Bond relatively recently?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig was in the first of the sequel trilogy as a random stormtrooper whose face you never see.
Oh,
but he's in there.
Recognize his voice very briefly. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
that's also a cameo.
That's a cameo. That's a cameo. Good cameo too.
Fucking Brad Pitt showing up for 3 fucking frames in Deadpool 2 is a cameo.
Okay, all right. That one movie with the king, where at the end of it, I think it's like King Richard maybe shows up for 5 seconds right at the end.
Are you talking about Robin Hood, where Patrick Stewart as the king shows up? Yeah, that would also be a cameo.
Why is this not?
I would also technically classify Tom Cruise as the Jewish producer, director guy in Tropic Thunder as a cameo. He's not in there very long. he's not expected at all. I don't even think he's called out at all, and suddenly he's just there, and you don't notice him.
The weirdest cameo I've ever seen, and I'll try to find the clip and share it later. This guy is walking down the sidewalk in New York. It's like it's a documentary. He's talking about I don't even know what. Not important, because all of a sudden in the background, George Lucas appears on screen, looks at the camera, looks away from the camera, and walks into a nearby building. He's there for all of like 10 seconds. And the guy just talking about whatever the fuck he's talking about doesn't notice George Lucas is behind him. But it's like, it's the funniest cameo, completely unintended.
I wouldn't call that a cameo so much as a photobomb.
All right, fine. It's a photo bomb. But George Lucas clearly was like, oh, shit. I don't want to be on camera. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But the point is
Surprise, motherfucker. It's
Right.
George Lucas.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the guy's talking about because all I can remember is George Lucas was suddenly there.
I feel
And
wasn't the
George
documentary
Lucas.
actually like about Star Wars too, which made it even more hilarious?
Oh, I'm looking this up. No, I don't think it was about Star Wars. George, I'm looking this up. George Lucas. In the background. George Lucas in the background. George Lucas in the background of some random documentary. Hold on.
And they use something they call pyroprocessing. The interesting thing is they call it pyroprocessing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing, and they're doing electrochemistry on it. Why don't they call it molten salt? They want no association with molten salt because
He's talking about pyroprocessing or something. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm putting this in here. All
Oh, yeah,
right.
no, you have to.
Oh, okay. So fun. The freaking. Somebody edited it. You'll understand.
Oh, you know
God,
what?
So funny.
You know what?
Holy
you know
shit.
how I mentioned Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder as a cameo? While that was a good cameo, you want to know what's a better cameo from that movie?
they want no association with molten salt because then it brings up another superior thing molten salt can do.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was rewatching that clip.
Yeah, I just hear salt.
So-
Okay, Tropic
Hold on.
Thunder.
Wait a minute. Was the audio from that video
Yeah, I was
coming
hearing it.
through my what the fuck? Why? Why the hell?
I don't know.
This is that I what the can hello?
I can hear you.
You can? Okay, well the
I
thing's
can.
okay, now it's back. Alright, I'm sorry. I gotta test something. Alright.
Superior thing molten salt can do.
I can hear it.
Did you hear that?
I can hear
What?
it.
Oh, that pisses me off so much. What the fuck? What the shit? Now my audio's fucked. Great.
It's not a wit and twit stream without some scuff.
Jesus
Oh, I'm
Christ.
glad I leaned back from the mic for that volume there.
Wow. But yeah, the dun 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 dun. George Lucas wanders through the background. It's
Yeah,
great.
all I could hear was like him talking about molten salts or something. I couldn't hear any
Molten
of the music.
salts, electro, pyroplasty, blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden, he's talking about something with chemistry, and all of a sudden, George Lucas is there. It is so fucking bizarre. So bizarre.
So bizarre. So bizarre.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
Yeah, so as I was saying, the Tropic Thunder, you know, the cameo that most people think about being Tom Cruise as the producer, right? But you want to know what the best cameo of that movie was?
What?
Tobey Maguire as one of the gay monks.
No way! Really?
Yeah, remember when Robert Downey Jr. as Lazarus Kirk they're showing some of his movies, including the one where he plays a bunch of cloistered gay monks. I mean, he
No.
doesn't play a bunch of
I
them.
mean,
he plays
I
a
actually-
cloistered gay monk.
I haven't seen Tropic Thunder.
Oh my!
But,
oh, we gotta
I
watch
need
that
to
at some
see.
point.
Yeah, I do need to
got
see it.
watch. We should do a movie
That's
night.
on my bucket list.
We have
That's
got-
on my bucket list.
We should do a movie night of that sometime.
Yes, dog.
But yeah, no, Tobey Maguire, he shows up like very, very shortly. just in the fake movie trailer for Satan's Alley, where he gives bedroom eyes to award-winning actor Kirk Lazarus. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That's pretty funny. Oh my god. But yeah, cameos done well. Those are great. I always enjoy spotting a random ass cameo.
Yeah, and they have to be super smart. You know, another one that I really like is the Matt Damon in some of the Thor movies where he's playing Loki.
What?
You haven't seen those? They show up every once in a while in some of the Marvel movies where Matt Damon play as an actor, not like he's just a random guy in that, but he's an actor playing as Loki in like various theatrical performances in universe.
Huh. I don't remember any of that.
I mean, it's most specifically in Thor: The Dark World, which is honestly one of the weaker ones. But I swear to God, he's shown up a few times playing an actor playing Loki.
Huh. I believe you. I believe you. I just don't remember it.
believe you.
Totally believe you. Totally.
Totally. It happened. It happened.
Totally.
Just like how you said.
Yeah.
You bastards.
Like totally. You bastards.
Oh.
You know, I keep
That
forgetting that
hurt.
Tom Cruise does do like a lot of random cameos. Because yeah, Tom Cruise was in Goldmember. Tom Cruise played the actor who was playing Austin Powers in the movie about himself.
Yeah.
It's gold member.
I need to watch the Austin Power movies again. It's been too long.
And I also talked about another cameo at one point of a it was a Mark Hamill cameo when I was talking about how Mark Hamill did some really hilarious roles. You may have remembered me talking about one particular role that was rather humorous that he did that has a really funny name.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last time we did Valheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, several weeks ago. Yeah, no, we talked about that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, he played Cockknocker, the super villain who just had a
Cockknocker.
giant fist who knocked people in the cock. Oh, man.
It's what is advertised on the tin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mad respect for someone who's
You know, I love Mark Hamill as his acting career is just he does what makes him happy at this point.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I'll give him mad respect. And who was I talking about? I was talking about this with my cousin recently. But Jim Carrey is also now in a position where he's acting just for the fun of it. Mike Myers is now doing the same thing. Mike Myers stepped back from acting to raise his family, raise his kids, and enjoy
Uh
life.
huh.
He's now
Yeah.
coming back and just having fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, people like Harrison Ford, while Harrison Ford probably doesn't need to act anymore, if you offer him a big paycheck, he'll show up, he'll act, and then he'll be completely unenthusiastic about whatever he was just in.
Yeah.
Which respect for that too.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage will just take whatever goddamn role you want to give him,
Yeah.
and usually do a fantastic job with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Especially when he plays himself, opposite Pedro Pascal.
Oh, I really need to see that.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
movie
holy
is-
shit.
that movie was fantastic. Absolute
Wait, what?
masterpiece.
What are you talking about?
It's a movie where Nick Cage plays a Flanderized version of himself. And where he does whatever he can for money because he needs money, and he gets paid to go to a really rich foreign guy's house for a party. And the really rich guy is thought to be in a drug dealing or warlord or something. I can't remember the exact premise. And it's Pedro Pascal, and they go on buddy adventures because Pedro Pascal really loves Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, there's some funny memes that come from that movie.
Yeah, like
I'm
the
surprised.
one of Nick Cage looking like what, and then Pedro Pascal looking like eh.
Yeah.
The car.
Yeah. In the car, yeah.
That scene, if you know that scene, it's even funnier. Do you want me to spoil that scene slightly?
No, don't. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Good. Yeah. No.
Come on, man.
Oh man, that movie. The other movie that I really love Nick Cage in. It's a movie where Nick Cage does not say a single line of dialogue.
Oh shit.
And he still steals every single scene he's in. And it's a Five Nights at Freddy's parody movie.
Really?
Well, it's not really a parody movie, but it's a Five Nights at Freddy's-esque movie. It's what the hell is it? Like Willy's Wonderland?
Willy?
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland from 2021. Same premise as Five Nights at Freddy's. It's family pizzeria, not pizzeria, like family or kid party place, right? Where kids have parties at it, and there's animatronics, and the animatronics are evil and kill people.
I mean, that's just like rule number 1
Right.
with animatronics. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nick Cage is almost incidental to that movie, and yet he's still the main character, but the plot is completely removed from Nick Cage. Nick Cage, it's kind of like if Nick Cage wandered into Five Nights at Freddy's in the middle of Five Nights at Freddy's happening, like, William Afton and the kids and all that, and then suddenly Nick Cage is just there and beats everybody up and then leaves. And the story was about Nick Cage instead of William Afton and all of them.
So, all right. There was a movie out, I guess when I was a teenager or a kid. The Headless Horseman movie. Johnny Depp was in it.
Oh, Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow, that's right. And the Headless Horseman was played by Christopher Walken, who has a very distinct voice. Says nothing the whole movie. Doesn't say a single thing. A couple of menacing growls, but not a single word said. It's like, come on, you got Christopher Walken here. All right? You
I'm
gotta give him some
Christopher
lines.
I'm Christopher Walken here.
I got a fever. The only
Mm,
prescription
More
is more
cowbell.
cowbell. You gotta give him lines. He's great. You gotta give him lines, but they didn't give him any lines. They didn't give him any
Have you
lines.
have you
That was
seen
a
Seven
question.
Psychopath? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Question.
Have either of you guys seen the FNAF movie?
No,
No.
No, I want to.
I've heard
Alright.
things about it.
What kind of
I've heard-
things? Apple.
They were indeed things, and they were about the movie.
What did you hear?
Was
'Cause
it one
I
of the
heard
movies of
it
all
was
time?
Very
It was one of the
it
movies
was
of all
very
time.
book heavy.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard mixed things about the movie. I've heard that Matthew Lillard does a phenomenal job as Afton, which is really wild. The fact that he's in it for one, and two that he actually is a fairly good villain, although he's been villains before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. Shaggy was the villain. Go figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Zoinks. Here's what I say. Zoinks.
Yes, that is Shaggy from the live action Scooby Doo's. Although he did do some of the voice acting for some of the later animated movies.
I like him. He's a cool guy.
He is a
Zoinks,
cool
Scoob.
guy.
That's pretty
I
cool.
also like how the meme is that Shaggy is a god.
I
like those
think it
memes.
kind of
I'm only
started.
using 1% of my power.
Yeah, that I don't know where the hell that started, but I want to say it started with him.
I don't know, but it's great.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of wild. It goes along with the Super Saiyan memes.
Yeah, it's great. Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Ultra Instinct. Like you made me run away for the last time. Oh no, I'm gonna destroy you.
Wait, two. You
Let
know,
us
I
take
think
5 Scooby snacks.
I almost feel
Like,
like
zoinks.
the meme did come out of the fact that Shaggy can keep up at full speed.
No.
with
Oh,
a
I remember.
Damn
Okay.
Great Dane.
No. In one of the animated movies, there's this random like scene where Shaggy beats up a bunch of bikers. Like in a bar fight type thing. It is the strangest thing. And that's where Ultra Instinct Shaggy comes from. I remember now. I don't remember why he was beating up the bikers. I don't know why he suddenly had the courage to beat up a bunch of bikers, but he did. In one instance.
I gotta look.
So
this
there you
shit up
go.
now. I've gotta look
Uh,
this shit up now.
Shaggy.
Oh,
Shaggy beats
there
bikers.
there's an Ultra Instinct Shaggy rap.
Legend of the
willing to look for it?
Phantosaur.
Okay, yeah, it's from that, but he beats up all the bikers. I'd watch the clip, but the problem is the audio would come through my mic, and I don't know why.
Can you post
Oh,
it in the
yeah. No, I'm gonna post
in
that. It has something to do with like hypnosis or whatever. Something he gets triggered.
That's right. He's hypnotized. And that's why he goes Ultra Instinct.
I mean, Shaggy was always the athlete of the group, despite the fact that he ate a lot of food, and
He's burning all those calories being a god,
yeah,
you know?
and being able to run at speed with a goddamn Great Dane.
I don't know.
He was
Can't
also
all of them do that though?
debatably. Technically, they are shown all running together at points, but only Shaggy and Scooby are ever shown being able to run at cartoon level speeds. And I do specify cartoon level speeds because they're seemingly able to just vamoose.
I want to see Goku. I want to see a death battle with Goku versus Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
I mean, if we're talking memeified, then
That's-
Shaggy wins. If we're talking actual Goku just rocks.
I said
God
Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
damn. The memes are from 6 years ago.
The movie is from 2011.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like the memes, Ultra Instinct Shaggy as a meme is from 2019, 2018, 2019. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, that's roughly when Ultra Instinct Goku was in vogue.
Well, I'm feeling old now, so there you go.
Yeah, you wanna feel.
Did my game just crash?
You're still under as far as I know.
Because
doing
nothing
anything?
is reacting. Oh no, I'm okay. We're
I
good.
see you moving.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. My screen was frozen, and now it's unfrozen.
Strange. You
What?
wanna?
It's fine because it's almost 9 anyway.
Yeah. But you wanna know what made me feel old? So Spooky was talking to me recently about Fallout because lots of stuff in Fallout 6 is coming out. And some fun
What?
stuff with Fallout. Yeah, Fallout 76. There's some new
Oh,
stuff coming out.
I heard you say. I'm sorry. I heard you say Fallout 6.
I may have.
You did. And I was just like, what are you talking? Fallout 6? There was a Fallout 5?
Yes.
When did that happen?
You don't want to talk about it. Anyways,
We don't talk about Fallout 5.
No, it was underwater.
We hardly talk about
Do
Fallout
you
4.
guys hate Fallout 76?
All right. Okay. I do not hate Fallout 76. I don't get enjoyment out of Fallout 76. That's not to say Fallout. It's a different kind of game than the other Fallout games. And there's nothing wrong with that. For the same reason, for similar reasons that I didn't like ESO Online. Well, yeah. For the same reason I didn't like ESO.
Yeah, it was how to phrase it? Overhyped at first with missing features that even if they've then fixed and updated and brought to light, there's a certain point of there's now so much in it I wouldn't know where to start, and it almost feels like decision paralysis at this point, even if it is somehow a much different and better game than it started as. It's kind of the same with Warframe for me, too. Except Warframe started off good. Anyways,
Wow.
to get back to my original topic, Spooky was talking to me about doing a level
76.
an int 1, a level an intelligence 1 run through of Fallout New Vegas on stream.
Oh yeah.
God.
And I told her, "Oh, I actually did that as part of my Let's Play series on the original incarnation of the Wit and Twit YouTube channel." I pulled up the video. Guess how long ago it was?
Oh fuck. 15 years ago.
Oh no, that would make me feel worse. Not that far.
10.
Close
I,
enough. It
gentlemen,
was
am
9.
getting off. I need to walk the dog.
Oh god. 9 years. Well, we're finishing up anyway.
Yeah.
9 years. Jesus
9
Christ.
years ago, I did Wit and Twit presents Dimwit, an idiot's adventure through the wasteland.
Well, with Yorm going to walk his dog, thank you for joining us, everybody.
Hang on. Abe.
Yes.
Join
Yes.
join me. Do you see what I'm doing? Yeah. We are logout pads. Yeah. With that, if you would do the outro.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us, everybody. It's been a fun stream, and maybe we'll do something this weekend. I don't know. If we do, then that'll be great, because we do need to move all of our stuff over. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
So stupid.